All right, we're back with episode 3 of Comic Nights, and I am Noe Q with my good friend Hippie Pat here.
Hey,
Pat.
Noe, I gotta say something.
What's up?
This ain't for kids, man. 18 and older. You know, I mean, it's not like we're F-bombing everywhere, but, you know, if you slip out, maybe a little Bill Clinton discussion about inhaling or different thing. Anyways, for adults, guys.
No, yeah, this is just a podcast for adults. I mean, if you're listening to if you have your kids listening to this, then you're pretty shitty parents, but that's just my opinion.
I don't know shit. We're not that bad, but...
No, we're bad. We haven't even started yet.
That's
Once
true.
they
We ain't
really
got on
get
a
to
roll.
know us, it's going to get worse.
That's true.
We haven't even brought the cocaine-sniffing strippers here
Oh,
yet.
my God, yeah. Well, that's next week. Next time.
So we got a few topics we could talk about today. I figured, why don't we start off with grading?
Well, and me and you, after our last show, we talked about keys and then pricing and how important it is to, when you're at a sale or something, to figure out if it's a key because it's going to be worth a little bit more, right, Noah?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but if it's a key, badass key, but it's all beat up, right? And you're looking in the price guide, you have to price that accordingly. You don't have to be an expert, but you got to know a little bit of what these guys look at. Am I right?
Yeah, of course. So if you got a shitty looking Action Comics #1, I'll only give you $20 for it.
Right. Well, falling apart or something. And I know that they do, they hit certain things harder than other things, And what's funny is, as I've been practicing and we kind of bounce things off each other to get better, we find out little things like the ticks aren't as big of a deduction as I thought.
If they're color breaks, they are.
Not as big.
Not as big,
But a chip or something out of that's a huge one. A corner missing piece, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's like 3-4 points.
Or something, automatically a 6'5".
Automatically, it could be a little smaller than your freaking
Winky?
Yeah.
Winky or pinky? My winky's pretty tiny.
Yeah, mine's pretty small. So
you got a third leg. Who are you kidding? I don't know how you walk, man. No, it's exactly. Then there's subtleties between companies. We'll talk about that in a second. But, now I have told people who've asked me. I tell them get that Overstreet guy. Is that your suggestion, or how would you get started?
What do you mean?
Well, to get started on learning what they deduct.
Grading?
Yeah, on grading. I've told them get the Overstreet Guide to Grading and to read it. What do you think?
That is what I did in the very beginning. I got the Overstreet Guide, which thanks to you, because you kind of.
Hey, wait, you gave me that back?
No.
Oh my God!
You gave me $80. You gave me an updated version. I had an old version.
Yeah.
But another friend of mine kind of showed me, and he had a shop, so I think I talked about this in the last one.
But still, he's good, man.
No, he's good.
He pisses me off too.
Well, yeah, because you always think your books are great, and they're really shit.
Because they're mine.
Well, of course, I'm the same way. Try and get that money.
Money. But yeah, so each company's gonna be a little bit different, but I at least want to have a grasp. Is it a higher? Is it a mid? Is it a lower? At least that. Mm-hmm. If you got that, you can move ahead, right?
Yeah.
But if you're calling a mid, a low, high, if you're calling, say, a 6, an 8, and you're pricing it accordingly, you're screwing yourself.
Well, there's lots of people that do
Yeah, they puff themselves.
It'd be like a 3.0 or 4.0. They're asking you for like 8.0 higher prices.
Well, and that kind of leads in a little bit about like we were talking about if you should slab or raw. Now, no, he doesn't like slabbing. He likes raw, right?
I do, just like I like to go in on my women raw.
Hey.
Is that too much? No.
Yeah, well, what the hell? Where'd that come from? No, I thought you were bison. I'm kidding. Ah, man, what's with the bison bullshit? No, you got a problem with buffaloes? No, but now I used to be a strictly slab guy, and then my buddy who we talk about, we keep referring to, he's incognito.
We'll have him on here one day.
Yeah, well, he wears like that wrestler, the what do they call it, Luba Cabra? What is it? The Mexican
Lucha
wrestler?
Libre?
Yeah, he wears it all the time. No, anyways, he really kind of turned my eyes around because I would go in and I did exactly what he was talking about. He would say, it's a 7. No way, dude. It's going to be an 8.5. Okay, whatever you want. I say it's a 7. and he's a lot better than me, and it would come back as 7, right? Mm-hmm. And then I would bitch and moan and cry about it. Well, when at first I was like, oh, grade, get it graded. It's worth more, right?
Of course.
Well, even when I was fluffing myself, but that leads into people convincing themselves on Raw about higher grade. What do you think? Like it's higher than, and you're honest, you tell them your opinion, but they always puff themselves.
Of course, they always puff themselves, and of course, if it was graded, you'd still get more because it's sealed in and it's the official grade. Okay, let me ask you this.
All right.
What do you prefer, graded or raw? But don't think on the money side.
Right. That's a good one. Okay. Private collection, I want it graded.
So private collection, you want grade.
For, swapping, trading, whatever, I want it raw.
Well, that's what I mean for private collection.
For private collection, I want it graded, and the reason why I want it graded is because I like to have, if it's silver or higher, I like 7 or higher. Mm-hmm. If it's golden, I like 4 or higher. And I like them sealed and protected. Mm-hmm. And I like to be able to know exactly what it is.
Of course.
I guess, for my private collection.
I actually prefer raw. Yeah. And that's because I like the... For me, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It could be a little fetish. Who the fuck knows? But I like to pull even though I won't be pulling out old key comics that I have that are worth a good amount of money, but I like to open it, maybe flip through the pages, and with graded, obviously you can't. I mean, slabbed, you obviously can't do that.
Right.
And I ain't got nothing against slabs. I do have a few slabs for good key comics, but that's because I came across a good deal. But most of my PC's raw.
Right.
Like 90% of it's raw.
Well, I guess, my buddy who had the comic shop and my other buddy, my northern buddy, he, and Noe too, kind of got me leaning towards the raw. And the main thing is, so I'm always scouring for my private collection. I go ape nuts over it. I mean, I did a trade today. Anyway, we'll talk later about that. Mm-hmm. But, I'm always scouring. So when I find it, I used to be all about graded. But if I find a box of comics, mm-hmm. if there's 5 that I want, I'm gonna sell the other ones. So you guys kind of turned my head around, and I used to do it. I don't know about you, but you're pretty smart. I'm not. But I used to do it. But I'd look at a book, and one of you guys would say, it's about a 5, maybe 5.5, and I would justify in my own head and the book. You guys would say it's a $50 book, and I go, the guy wants 80. I don't know, I like it. Well, man, I think it's really a 7. But I would build it up in my head that it was a 7 when in reality it's a 5 or 5.5 because they ain't in love with the book. I am,
because that's how much you want the book.
Yeah, and my other buddy who had the store kept saying that he would have people come to the counter. And he's being utterly honest. He tells them. So now that's kind of what I do. I tell you what I think. Mm-hmm. You run with it, or you do whatever you want in your own head. And it's amazing how they talk themselves into a higher grade and then a higher price. Hey,
you ever had someone tell you you're fucking batshit crazy?
Yeah, well, usually, yeah. Well, my doctors. Yeah.
Or have you ever come across people where you're asking this and it's really... This is a low grade,
right?
My guy,
right. I've done that when I'm at a yard sale or online or marketplace or something. I'll look, and somebody will have a book and $300 for 4 books or 3 books, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And you look at it, it might be clean, might not, but you look and it's $10 each.
Yeah, no, it's not even close.
Not even close, And yeah, I've had people just come at me and say, well, you're asking $80. I think it's a this, and I'll say, well, I think it's an X, whatever, and I get mine from eBay or Keycled or whatever. That's where I'm establishing money. Well, I do. I've seen them all over town for $50, and you want $100. Okay, well then go buy the one for $50. Is what I say.
Yeah, go for $50.
Yeah, and they never do. They'll end up buying mine.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'll negotiate a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, I negotiate.
Yeah. I got my one friend. We're gonna do some talking tonight, and he's a great guy. He's new to the trade, a great guy. And what I had him do is I said, on these books, you put your list together, I'll put my list together, and let's compare. Now, what I did, and I like to prove my offer, I went through every single book and looked at them, and I know what he did is not. It's going to be higher because it's not that he's trying to screw me, but he's looking at like a $1.80. He'll put $1.80. $2.25. He'll put two. Well, okay, that's $1 book to me. In my world, I go to yard sales. I look for them in the $1 box. But that's just new to the trade.
Yeah.
I'm new to the hobby. I'm just saying that raw. I like. I've kind of turned the corner on that one. And there are like with the companies, Noe. Okay, you got let's just talk about CGC and CBCS. The other ones don't really matter. Sort of. They're nice people, I guess.
What did you say? CGC and
CBCS.
CBCS. Yeah.
Well, there's subtle things that they're different on. One will be harder or softer on certain issues.
Of course.
Yeah. And you got to know it. You got to know some tricks. Like if you have 3 identical books, do not send them all at the same time to get graded. They'll all come the same grade. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, what do you know about the 2 different companies and their subtleties?
Well, I hear, like I said, I've never actually sent personally books. Well, I could take that back. I have got Neil Adams signatures back in the day.
Yeah, you're
but
a
that
Neil
was
Adams
at a
whore, Neil Adams
But
whore.
that was at a con. But after that, I never actually, like some people get their comics and ship them in bulk over there.
Right.
But, I mean, I've always stuck with, honestly, I think I may have one CBCS, but the rest are all CGC.
Oh,
and
you're one of those. Okay.
And yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's because, like this name brand, I guess you could say name brand.
It used to be until the scandal, but we ain't going to go down that road. Keep going, Noe.
Well, no, like, CGC's where I kind of consider, but I don't. I will say this, something I don't like about them now is, so I don't know if you know this, but let's say you send a Spider-Man comic.
Right.
They grade it. Now they do this thing where they put like a little Spider-Man picture up top next to the grade. Or they'll do that with like X-Men.
Oh, on the label?
Yeah, on the label.
Hey.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I thought you pay for that. Extra.
You have to pay extra?
I think so.
I don't know why anybody would. I hate it. It's like I don't know. It bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it. It really, God, it makes me upset.
Does it?
It makes me want to go beat my girlfriend right when I get out of here.
I'm telling you, man.
That's if I had
one. He's got roid rage. You understand. You know what I mean? That stuff does it to you. He's a big ripped guy, though.
Well, what about you? Who would you pick?
Between the two?
Between those two.
Well, okay. I've really got a problem with this because CGC, their customer service level to me is in the tank. I'm just a number. Okay? If I try to call, I don't get anything.
Yeah.
CBCS, in some people's eyes, there's a little less value, not a lot. To me, they should be on the same playing field as far as value. The public doesn't agree, I understand. But I like the CBCS customer service part. If you send an email or call, you're going to get an answer like that. With CGC, you don't, man. Yeah. And I just don't like that. And I don't like, the man. They got like 90% of the market. I don't know. I fight the man,
Of course, you're a hippie.
Yeah. I want to do a sit-in at CGC. All right, we'll leave that.
Well, besides those two, there's who else?
EGS.
There's EGS.
Now, he is a hell of a guy.
And they're
the only
still
problem
new.
is they're very new. Now, he's a great guy, right? He graded all that. I love his cases.
I like his labels. His labels
are cool.
I like his labels.
Customer service is great with him. That's because he's got a lot less volume than the other guys. But any way you look at it, they're less value than the top two.
Hey, check it out, EGS. If you're listening, let us do the
what?
What's it called? The pressing and all that.
Yeah,
the partnership.
Yeah, maybe we could. Yeah, but I mean, he's a great guy, and and the customer service has a value to it. Now the other one, are we going to say the name of the other one? We all know what the other one is.
You can say them all.
Okay, back off, Jay.
So you said EGS.
Well, PGX is the other one. Now my problem is they are all over the place.
Exactly.
I mean, you get like that one we got over here is a PGX 10. I guarantee you, if we send it to any of the other ones, it'll come back 8.5 or 9 or 9.2. Who knows?
I think there's another one. Who else are we missing? PGX.
I've got one over here. That was one out of Australia.
Australia?
Yeah, something. I don't know. It was a high grade. and they were reputable down there. The Olsies, they put Bobby on it. But no, what I'm saying is, PGX, my problem with them is I can't trust their grade. So when I go to a yard sale, if it's an 8, I'm looking at it as a 5, and I'm going to pay you like that, and I'm going to go way under what you're looking at because I got to get it regraded. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't like them. And they're nice enough people. I've talked to the president. Yes, I have.
Speaking of yard sales, when do you ever see fucking graded books slab books out of a yard sale?
Well, I mean, not like random yard, but I mean, people like comic book people, whenever we have ours, you come over, we put stuff out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you're not going to roll up and see most of the time graded stuff. But, it happens. But all I'm saying is PGX, man, I don't have any confidence in them. I just don't.
I'm pretty sure you're going to upset some people.
I am. There's people out there who love them, and they're nice people. I'm not saying they're not, but I just don't. And their value is the fourth in line.
Yeah.
Fourth in line, man. And it's, I just don't like it. So, there's the other one. Yeah, it's right here. All right.
Which one?
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, they're out of Australia.
I never.
They're kind of cool,
That's all right. It's
all right, but I mean they're really reputable down there. I guess
their label looks really cheap.
Okay.
It's very bubbly.
Whatever.
It's trying to stick out, but it's. I'm just saying my opinion.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
You're mean, but anyways, that was the other one that I've heard of. I know there's some other ones, around, but I mean, let's face it, CGC is the big boy. They are. CBCS is fighting the good fight.
You think they'll ever go over them?
I don't know. Part of my problem is the registry thing. Remember we talked about that? They don't, they can't track their shit. It's been too long.
Wait, who?
CBCS.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
So CGC, the reason these companies, the pricing guides, use them because they have a registry of all the ones from way back when, what they sold for, what grades, and CBCS didn't do that. So that's why they're not included. Mm-hmm. And because people go, well, I go to whatever these sites are. I can't remember the name. But anyways, they go there and they only see CDC. Well, that's why. But I don't know. That's a big fumble to me. They got a lot of ground, and it's not their fault. They're fighting the good fight, but they probably got 8%. The other two got 1 and 1, and then CGC has 90% of the business.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
When it comes to grading slabs, what's your opinion on signature grades, like signature slabs?
Oh, well, now, see, I think CGC is too harsh when they say they only do... Oh, they just changed, by the way. Okay, remember forever, if they didn't see it being signed, they wouldn't certify it.
Yeah, they had to verify it.
Yeah, that's because they had an issue way back when, by the way. But... now they went to CBCS where they'll have it. JSA, does that sound right? The company that authorized signatures?
No. JSA sounds like the Justice League.
That's true. No, they just partnered with another company so they can certify signatures without seeing it, just like CBCS. EGS does that too. They'll certify the signature.
But they look into it, right? It's
not no. They look at the signature and they call it starts and stops and pressure points and all that, right? And they can tell if it's a fake or whatever. And CBCS did that forever. They had the monopoly on that, but so I don't know.
I mean, this is gonna come off negative.
Oh, here we go.
But if they already had people fucking with the whole, which
messing with the
slabs and stuff, then I guarantee you're gonna be seeing people have signatures messed with.
Well, now I would just you don't know a lot about signatures.
No, I don't.
I can tell you that there is. I mean, like my dad had a company, we have a company, international company, by the way, and I don't make any money, but I got a really cool business card. Hey, anyways, they part of what they do is signature verification, drug testing, all this kind of stuff. But anyways. If I know a little bit about it, there's like starts and stops, and everybody does it the same way. The signature may look a little teeny bit different, but you're gonna make your subtle things the same way, like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So, for instance, it's hard for them to do felt or magic marker because it doesn't leave an indentation, right? So like a ballpoint, they can see where your pressures are, all that. So they're not looking at the actual signature. They're looking at all the other stuff. They call them tells like poker. But
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So anyways, there's a way to certify it. I see what you're saying, though.
But would you like certain like books signed, or you're just more like?
I don't care too much about signatures.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. Do you care about signatures?
Nah,
or not?
doesn't do it for me. I mean, if I get a good deal somewhere, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You know, but there's certain ones I want just because I want the guy's signature. Like Jim Lee, that Croc one, you're gonna give me like
Jim
80 for it.
Lee?
Yeah, you're gonna give me like $80 for it.
Sure.
Anyways, you know I don't know signatures. You know, so yeah.
Well, I'm kind of the same. I don't really like signatures. I mean, I got a few, but that's it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I gotta get more signatures from that same person.
You know what? I'm gonna turn a corner here because this story just hit me, man. Just hit me. I just thought about it. Do you care if I turn a corner?
Go ahead.
Ah, here we go, man. This friend of mine, and ladies and gentlemen, you guys tell me in the comments, send a comment if you think this is right or wrong. To me, it's kind of a picker's etiquette kind of thing. So my friend says, hey, I was at this yard sale and this guy was walking up and it said $2 a book or $1 a book, whatever. And the guy added him up, how many you got? You got 10. Okay, that'd be 20. Well, my friend looked at what he had in his hand and he said there were like $300 worth of books, right? Shit. So he pipes in, hey, I'll give you 100. And the owner of the book goes, oh, well, yeah, they're worth a lot more than that. Yeah. So the guy who was buying the books got a little pissed off and walked off, right? Well, and he told me he'd done that multiple times. Now, hey, he's a big boy. He can do whatever he wants. I can tell you, if somebody did that to me, now I'm not violent, but I would definitely say something. Hey, dude, back off, man. I'm doing a deal.
You cut a bitch?
Huh?
You cut a bitch?
I'm telling you. I pull out my razor. No, but I'm just saying, to me, that's a etiquette thing. Now, I might go to the boxes and push people out of the way so I can get into the boxes and start looking.
Oh, dang.
I might feel really bad that I wasn't there first, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, man, they're doing a deal. Well, who might have barred it? What do you think, Noah?
It's like 50-50 only because, oh, man, like, yeah, if I was the guy who was, like, getting the cheap deal,
right.
Like, I'm getting, like, $300 worth of books, I'm only paying you $3 each.
Whatever,
yeah. It would be a big fucking like, man,
you
fuck
get pissed.
you.
Yeah.
But when you think about it from the other person, and not the person who, well, yeah, the person that's willing to pay more, you're giving the person who's selling them kind of, well, what we like to say, you're leaving meat on the bones.
I agree with that.
So it's one of those like, dang, I think it just has to depend.
I agree with that, and I see what you're saying. I guess I look at that as, you know, when you're out of place, like I said, man, you know, somebody don't give a shit about their books and they're just selling them. More power to you. You want $3 a book. When they're sitting there, the kids are walking around. I sure am hungry. You got any French fries? You know, I mean, I might hook them up a little bit, but I'm not gonna barge it. I'm talking about with anything, antiques, any of that stuff. I ain't gonna barge in your way, dude. You're doing your deal. Now, after that guy leaves, I might go, hey, dude, just to let you know. I might say that.
You'll be that guy.
I might do that, but I don't know, man. Who are you to get in the way? These guys doing a deal, man.
Yeah. Well, that actually did happen to me once a few years ago. I think it was a first appearance of Gambit. The guy only wanted $20, and it was a good, nice shape, newsstand too. And another guy, I guess, heard him say like, yeah, 20, and I was gonna buy it. But the other guy was like, oh, I'll give you 80.
Right.
And of course he chose it, which is fine. I didn't get upset. And it's not because I was trying to be a low baller, but I'm not big on Gambit. It would just help complete
It was a dealio.
It was a dealio.
Well, you were going to give the guy what he wanted.
Yeah, I was giving him what he wanted. So, like, it happened. So I'm not,
I guess, to me, it's with anything. I'm talking about a car, a antique, and anything. You don't borrow it. I just was raised that way. You don't borrow it. Somebody else is doing a deal. It's not your place to say shit.
It's very unprofessional.
Very unprofessional, yeah.
Ungentlemanlike.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just wrong.
Back in your day, y'all used to fisticuffs about shit.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
you know. I mean, I still spit in my hand and shake somebody's hand. You know what I mean? Come on.
And that's how we met.
My word's my bond, you know. But anyways, I don't know, man. You know, I just got a problem. Now, I love the guy.
No, of course.
I might not go yard sailing with him no more. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, see, that's the other part. What if you're the friend that goes and you're like,
I'm
dude, what the
telling you,
fuck are you
dude.
doing?
I will leave you behind.
That
You
guy
know who
looks
you
like,
are.
That guy looks like he's about to pull his freaking P19 on us.
I'm telling you. Well, he's always packing too. That buddy of mine.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's packing. He's a packing fool. Kind of like my other buddy. Kind of. Oh shit, he's packing too. He got.
Yeah, I know.
He got guns all over the damn house. But anyway,
everywhere. And he
Al Qaeda.
Yeah, it's one of those like, yeah, this guy collects comics, but then you see his arsenal. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't piss him off.
Yeah, we'll go to his place when the
Yeah.
zombies show up. Well, I was going to tell you this story. It's an old story.
Let's hear it.
But I don't think you've ever heard of it.
Probably
so, like,
not.
talking since we're on the CGC or all that bullshit,
Yeah.
there was a book. So the story is Angry Girlfriend variant.
Yeah.
So there's a, like I said, this story came out a few years ago, so people listening, they probably know, but I know you don't know.
Probably not.
So, The Amazing Spider-Man number 14, it's
Yeah.
the first Green Goblin.
All right.
So it's a big key. It's a pretty big key for Spider-Man fans and comic books all over the world.
Yeah.
So, I don't know the exact story, but I think the guy broke up with his girlfriend or cheated on her or something,
Yeah.
and she took his book, which was like a good, nice grade, not graded yet, and she, like right here, look, I got it. Look at this.
Right. Let's see. Oh, okay.
You see right here? It says "Go to Hell." I think in the video I'll probably try posting this in this segment, but go to hell, turn over, blah blah blah. And the crazy part is, you see how it says Angry Girl variant? This story was so big that this book still sells for what it's.
Shut up.
Because the story was so.
Yeah.
But yeah, this book, like, without, look at all that marker, but if that marker was not here, this is a nice.
Oh yeah.
And it's graded by CBC.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
So it's great. Like, man, I'm telling you, like, you know, one thing about me, and when I was married, the one thing I always told my ex-wife was, if it doesn't work out, just don't take my comics. Because if you take my comics, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We got a problem.
I don't know what this guy did. I guess this guy has a better head than me, but I would have lost my shit.
No. Okay. Hey, this brings up something. Now, I hate to sound chauvinistic, but okay. When I'm on Facebook Marketplace and I can pick them out, dude. Where the picture, the comic book's all messed up. They're all laid out. They don't have any issue numbers. They have nothing. They say a few little tidbits, and they want some oddball, crazy amount. I'm sitting there going, okay, you're a scorned girlfriend or a scorned, but what? Usually it's a girlfriend. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but usually it is.
Yeah.
And, you know, you sit there and you go, you know nothing about comics. I can tell by the pictures.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, it's gonna stick out, you know, but anyways.
Very professional.
I mean, I see, like some of my chat here, you know, like I do trades. I like trades better than cash. I don't know about you.
I like trades for my PC.
Yeah.
But I rarely trade too. Trading to me, it's very.
What?
It's kind of the way who I won't say his name, but the way he explained it to me, because I never used to trade until our friend, who you know very well, who used to own a shop.
Yeah.
How he goes about, you know, it might be, let's just say you got $1,200 book. Trade,
Right.
since we're trading, we'll do an extra. We'll make it 1,400, 1,500, because we're trading. It's not cash.
Right.
So, and I'm in that field since it's trading. I think I like to do it in that perspective.
Yeah, and I like to give, like, if we're trading, you know, I'll be a little looser, you know. All right, well, if cash, I'll go 30, trade, I'll go 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm cool like that. And, you know, I guess with our little inner posse, there's, what, half a dozen of us, right?
Yeah,
Kinda
there's a good inner posse.
whatever, our little inner posse, like, we'll tell each other, hey, man, this is for my PC. You know, so hook me up.
Yeah.
And we don't give it to you by any means, but, you know, we're not going to hold as much to the grindstone for a certain nickel. But if you're going to flip it, hey, I might give you a deal, but I'm not giving you as much.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah. And then, like, when we're trading, I'm not going to count pennies. If mine's coming in at 55, you're going to come in at 45, there's a trade. Screw it.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, you know, I like trading better than cash when it's possible and when it works. Now, I've had some people who they're not as experienced. That's a good way to put it. I don't want to say dumb, but a good maybe. But anyways, they're they think theirs are worth gold, and they want to get retail for theirs and wholesale for mine. Well, that don't work. You want to do wholesale for wholesale or retail for retail? That's fine. I just like to be fair.
Well, of course, you gotta be fair.
Yeah.
But I think that about does it for this one. Hippie Pat, this episode.
I think so. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say.
You want to add on?
Not really. I mean, I want to thank everybody. I've had a few comments. Hey, you guys. What do they do? They become what do they call it? Subscriber.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. And we ain't gonna go nowhere. But
I'm not.
No, I'm not. Well, I might go. Little clinky clink. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this stuff doesn't smoke itself, so I got to get going. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to shake. Can you tell that?
Well, last time I checked, we had 51 views, so I guess we're going somewhere.
Hey, but you guys, give us a comment. What I mean, like maybe a topic you want us to talk about, or
hate mail.
Or hate mail, we like that. But maybe comment about the last show, or maybe you think okay, well, you want to add to something like that, or maybe there's something you want us to work on. I hope our sound is okay. You guys can hear us clear. Anything like that. Maybe I don't know.
I ain't got any
comments.
I ain't got no shout outs right now. Just say thanks to the few followers that are following and listening. Thanks for.
I'm gonna give my shout out to Third Coast Comics and League of Villains. God, I mess that up every time. League of Villains. Javier over there and Jason over there. They're both J's. Is that weird?
No.
Maybe J people have to own comic book shops. JJ.
The JJs.
The JJ. But no, we'll have them on too. You know what I mean? Old Javier and Dino over at League of Villains. And man, Dino is a lot better looking than Javier. I don't know if you noticed that. He's a stunningly attractive man. He's hot. He's hot, ladies and gentlemen. Dino. Javier, well, you want to wear sunglasses, okay? I'm just telling you. It's a look you can't get out of your head. But anyway, all right, man. And we got good old boy Jason out Third Coast. He's a good old boy. He'll tell you. Man, this is nice Spider-Man right here, man. Hey, man, you're going to like this Spider-Man, man. All right, man.
All right, then,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right.